What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast. And I'm here with the boys, Jimbo, Coach Mike, and Todd. Oops, wrong music. I'll have to get that out. I'll edit that out. Oh, there it is.
Who's ass not working the sound booth?
Right? It's too early for that. Too early.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yeah, fuck it, we'll do it live. Oh, I love that.
Funny.
I love listening to that every once in a while when he gets so mad.
Dude, the Casey Kasem getting pissed off at his production crew because they decided to throw in a dead dog. You got a dead dog dedication, and you come out of a hopping number like that. What's wrong with you? You know, sometimes I don't know. You come back from lunch and you've had a couple of drinks, and you're a completely different person.
Casey Kasem top 100 on Sundays.
I worked at a place years ago that they banned everybody from going off grounds for lunch.
Oh, no shit.
Because right beside the place where he worked was the fucking restaurant. It was like happy hour at noon.
Oh boy, it gets sloshed.
Right.
And they did it purposely just to get people to come in and spend money during the daytime because it was dead. And they did happy hour at noon to 1. And fucking everybody would get just wrecked.
Right. And head back to work. Walk right back next door.
Listen,
and it was a call center, so everybody was
What do you mean you don't want to buy this fruit? Fuck you!
it was getting bad. People, when the customer would get fucking mad or fight back at them, they'd just be like, "Fuck, I don't give a fuck, you piece of shit. You don't want this shit? Fuck off and go somewhere else."
That's great. That is great. Oh man, I mean, I've done a few business lunches.
Oh yeah, who has?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
You come back after a business lunch, and you're like, man, I just want to sleep now.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I've got a couple of cocktails in me, and I'm sitting at my desk, and boy, that office chair sure is comfortable.
Right. Get a nice little blanket.
Oh man.
After lunch nap.
Yep. Oh my gosh. Can you believe that Formula One race?
Oh my god. Oh yeah.
Wow.
If you haven't seen it,
Coda.
we won't ruin it for you. All right?
Coda.
Well, we're not gonna. Don't worry.
You should have seen. Oh man, into the corners, out of the corner. Oh my god, like the straightaways. Shit.
Fucking hauling ass.
Man.
Hauling ass.
Oh.
I will say though.
I do like that Coda. I like that.
I will
Coda.
say. What happened to George Russell in qualifying? What happened to him during the sprint race?
Oh, the sprint race, yeah.
And then where did that lap come from for Lando?
Oh baby,
Lando,
dude.
And how fucking pissed off Max must have been.
Oh, Max tried to look happy, but he was not happy.
He was on one. He was on, like, at the time I was watching it, and he was up almost 2/10 coming into the last sector on pole, and yellow flag.
Fuck! Yep, that'll get you.
Yep, because now he can feel the pressure now. It's so close. Yep. He got a brand new car. From the ground up.
Well,
wow. Well, let's. Yeah, they probably had to make him a brand new car.
Yeah.
Because of their little device that they had, so they could raise the ride height at the end of a fucking race. Like that. Well, McLaren got popped for their little mini DRS, but Red Bull got the old ride height adjuster. And then they tried to say, well, it was only it was under the foot box, so it was inaccessible. That foot box and
We're-
activate the little thing.
Mr. Robot.
I mean, again, I guarantee that was an Adrian Newey addition to that car.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Guaranteed. And
You know-
their little secret thing, and then all of a sudden everybody knows about this height adjustment. What?
Yeah, you know what's really funny is like Jim and I talked about it. Is like they got caught cheating, and they're still losing.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like it's like that would have been something to get caught if you were still winning, like and dominating still, and like locked it in halfway. Like but you've been losing and losing and losing.
Well, no,
and you're cheating.
they started. Well, think about this. They started losing when they started losing when they got caught with their other cheating device. Sorry, technical difficulty. They had their brake bias little valve in the back of their car that they got cheating with, and now they got caught with the second item.
Yep.
And the FIA's like, oh, we'll just, we'll slap your hands, even though this is the second device that you got caught with.
Yeah. And honestly, like if you're cheating that much and getting caught, first off, you got caught cheating on something that was creating dominance, right?
Yeah,
You
for
got caught. Now you're
rear
losing.
bias.
Yeah, and then you're losing, and then your other thing you get caught in is you're still losing, but then you're actually starting to come back when you get caught. So, what adjustments, what other things have happened? And with that, now this is twice one team has been caught cheating in 1 year. They've also been caught cheating with budgets, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Oh no, we
realistically-
forgot. We bought too many donuts. That's why we
Yeah.
went over budget.
Realistically, with one team cheating that much, you should be fucking stripped.
Well, something should happen to you. I mean,
I'm sorry,
at the very
like
least, something.
it's not
should-
Max's fault, but Max
Nope.
should be like the team should be stripped of all that points.
I
You're
think.
done.
I
You're
think
fucking
the
you're
constructor.
disqualified. You are
Yeah.
disqualified. Any other team, but Red Bull dominating like not even dominate, but even just getting caught cheating like that, not many times, you're going to be disciplined severely.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's Red Bull. Come
Well,
on.
yeah. Think about this though. Think about what happened to Ferrari a few years ago. They get caught cheating. They get caught cheating with fuel.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, fuel management, and they're like, "Oh, well, we took care of it." This is the problem with the FIA. You have, if you're a certain party, they look the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Well,
top
that's what I
teams
mean,
get
like-
away with shit. It's just like the Jordan rule.
Yeah, yeah,
Or,
yeah.
or LeBron rule. The top dogs, they get the fake foul calls. Or the
Oh,
non-calls
they
and
can
shit.
they can run 27 steps to
Yeah,
slam
without-
a ball and
Yeah.
not,
Yeah.
not in-
Well,
not
I
in-
laugh so
off
many
the
times.
travel.
Like I see highlights and that of like basketball, and it's like that is ridiculous. You just like ran 7 steps.
Oh, dude, it's
When I
fucking
was
maddening.
when I played basketball when I was young, I took 1 step travel.
Yeah.
You were getting travel calls constantly. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they want to make it exciting, the flow of the game. It's like, yeah, but it's against the rules. And I was just gonna make a point. It's like you say all these like the LeBron rules and stuff like that. Like it's like in hockey. At one point, there was the Gretzky rules.
Yeah.
You weren't allowed to touch Gretzky. If it doesn't matter how legit it was, you got a penalty. They did so many things because of Wayne Gretzky and changed the game and looked the other way. Gretzky high sticked the guy, split his face open
Jesus.
in the fucking playoffs and against the Leafs. No call, turned around, took the puck, scored, and they end up being the game-winning goal.
Damn.
Yeah, well, this is what
like,
happens.
Golden
Well,
Goose.
think about
And it
Think
was
about-
it was blatant as fuck as well. Like
Think-
like everybody was like, "What the fuck just happened?" That's the Gretzky rule. You can't penalize the superstars.
No.
They're good for the game.
They're the money makers.
Yeah.
think about when the French dude was running the FIA during the Senna Prost era.
Mm-hmm.
and he did it like Alain Prost runs into Senna at the Casio Triangle, runs into him, and Senna gets disqualified from the race.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. And again, okay, so the new or the guy who's the president of the FIA right now is not liked by anybody because he comes in and makes random fucking rules.
Yeah. Hey, no more cursing. Ain't gonna be cursing no more.
Hey, you can't curse.
Can't wear jewelry.
You're wearing your underoos underneath your fireproof suit. No, I don't think so. You can't do. You got your thong on? No, wrong underwear.
That's why Kimmy fucking retired.
He's like, fuck this shit.
No, the dude is not liked by anybody, and he's still in there because he's a rich Arab.
Do you think he'll be president for a long time?
No.
Like Bernie was?
Nope. No. Well, Bernie was the owner of Formula One, not the president of FIA. I don't think he'll be around for long because he's stupid. And he shows his love for one team and one team only. He is a Max Red Bull fan.
Yeah.
And he will do anything he can.
Isn't everybody?
Well, those people that watch Drive to Survive, maybe.
Yeah.
Comedy gold. Comedy gold.
It's
everybody.
Well, yeah, it's just I don't think he'll be in for very long because he's not very good.
It sucks too because they're going to take the emotion out of it. Dude, I love when they showed the cool down room when it's just the 3 drivers in that room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, dude, you get the best sound bites out of that.
Oh yeah.
Good Lord.
Well, it's really funny when you either get the completely boring room where they just go and they just sit down.
Yep.
Or you get the no talking, everybody looks at each other angrily.
Yeah.
Or you get the room where they're all just like sitting there watching the replays and they're like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Oh,
there you go. That's what I like.
Like it's Singapore.
They get to see. Yeah, they get to see the stuff behind them and stuff and things they didn't see. Yeah, dude, they're like, "Oh shit!"
My favorite was Singapore because they're like watching the replay and Lando almost crashes and Max goes, "Oh, you almost crashed." Lando's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh," like. Those are great moments. I just love
my favorite. I think I can't remember what race it was. Is when Lando won by like 22 seconds.
Oh yeah.
And Charles was like fucking. He's like, "Oh, what was the gap there?" And Max was just like, "Yeah, it was like 22 seconds or something like that." And Charles was like, his look on his face was like, "What the fuck?" Like, how the fuck is he that fast? Like, kind of thing. And it was just like such shock and awe on him. It was perfect. It was just like one of those things that he had no idea because he was like, he finished third or whatever, but he had no idea what the gap was that to Lando because nobody's telling him it's only gap to the guy in front, gap to the guy in back. That's what you talk about, not to the leader itself. And it was just like, holy fuck, man. Right. I was like 15, 20 seconds off you. My God, man. Like, yeah,
I forgot to ask you guys. So with the latest update, they updated the PSVR 2 heads up display, right? So you can see gaps?
Oh, I wish. I wish.
Oh, sorry.
We need, gaps and tire temps. Because
they have
manufacturer's race.
Yeah,
you could tell those tires were getting cold towards the end a little bit. Like the temperature was changing.
Yeah,
I felt a little slippage.
Well,
yeah, they need to give a little bit more of the
what the menu and nations guys get.
Yeah.
You know, we need to be able to get some kind of like, even like an ACC and iRace, and you have multiple displays you can pop through.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, you know, gaps and stuff like that, and
that would mean work would have to be put in, and that means money.
See, like
maybe with the PS5 Pro coming out, maybe they'll be able to do that.
What they could do is simply this: like they have the heads-up little display there, and it shows your brake balance, your gas, your like all that stuff, and your delta, your personal sector times that you can look at. Add another one that's the exact same as the sector times of sorts. Like it's easy, and all you got to do is put just one guy in front, one guy behind.
Yeah.
And maybe
the leader. And just have the leader. I mean?
Yeah. Like,
and that box is big enough for sure.
Yeah, it's super small. Like, and you can see what the delta is. Like, even if it is maybe updated, like they updated sector by sector. You know what I mean? Maybe not quite to say as live as the normal view. You know what I mean?
Right.
But at least give you some kind of indication. You know, gaining, you know, dropping kind of thing.
Well, that's perfect. Like you're saying, if they take the normal grid position with like we normally see, and just put it in that little box, scroll through, you got your own, scroll through, you get that next box where it's that with the leader and like 4 other guys. You and a guy in front and a guy in back, like you're saying. PD, call Coach Mike. He's got it figured out for you.
Yeah.
Well, how about this? You have enough room underneath your little fire gauges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or you could put in temperature right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
You could. I just looked at it. Yeah. You definitely could.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
You know,
dude,
we need it. Yeah, we do need it.
Some cars
like
they're onboard computers.
Oh yeah,
should just update that, have that function.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they show your fastest lap, right?
Yeah, it does show some of that. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll show. Some of them will show fuel.
Oh,
usage.
It shows your tire pressure.
Yeah.
Well, fake.
It's a fake. It's just a set, but have that actually.
I got excited
functional.
for a second.
No, it shows it.
Yeah.
It shows it. Or implemented.
Here's one thing though: if you do pay attention, it does show fuel usage as well.
Yeah,
like accurately.
You can see your.
It shows you what a lot of the cars will show you in VR, and if you look at the display, will show you how much fuel per lap you're using.
Yep.
Oh, I have not known. I've noticed the fastest lap on there. When you put your fastest lap, that's accurate. But I haven't noticed anything else. I need to look at that. Okay,
there's
so
some you'll see that just
it'll
show you what you're
using,
like, and so you can kind of help calculate what you're using per lap, you know, kind of thing. Like, I'm up in like 6% a lap. Oh, okay, I got to get it down to like 5%. So you can adjust your shifting and things like that.
Yep.
And you'll see it, and it adjusts in real time.
Yep.
Unlike the fuel thing that starts to average out over your stint, your in thing that when it shows you is showing you real time, lap by lap, what you're using.
Okay.
But it's only on some cars.
Okay. And most of the cars, too, are in kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to learn that conversion.
It's funny because I'm Canadian and we're kilometers here, and I race in miles.
Right.
But since I'm in VR, it's thrown me way off.
Yeah.
And
I'm surprised that doesn't switch in VR.
Yeah, I've adjusted to... basically, I don't care about the speed so much. It's more the gear and RPMs I go off of now. You know what I mean? Like speed, like whatever my speed is through corners, top speed. I don't even pay attention to that anymore. It's more the RPMs and gearing.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. That's what I run off from too if I'm running.
I used to be able to, especially flat screen on bumper. I'd be like, all right, I got to make sure I'm 60 miles an hour in the corner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And trying to adjust by speed instead of the feel and gearing of the car itself. So I find it's a bit better. But at the same time, I am missing not being able to really know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's why I usually will put the big map up too. And so once the race gets going and everyone kind of spreads out a little bit, I'll go from radar to the bigger map. Because now I'm starting to kind of know, okay, their arrow's getting that close, I kind of have an idea of how far back they are and how
And you can
close the
see
next guy in front of
groups.
me is. And
Yeah, and you can kind of see groups of people as well
Yeah.
at times. You say, okay, there's 4 guys coming up,
Yep.
and four guys in front of me. And like for example, I was doing that at Spa when I won that race, and I was going into La Source, the first corner there, into the hairpin, and on the big map, when you go down around the corner down there, you can see the cars coming through on the big map part, coming through the chicane. So you could actually see how far of a gap you had. I was like, okay, I got that whole front straight gap kind of thing coming out of the corner before, like they're still in the chicane. You know what I mean? Like you could really tell, like, okay, I know that's a 15 seconds, or, you know, you can really tell that way because you can see, oh, I know it takes me 3 seconds to get from there to there kind of thing. So you can kind of judge it better that way too. But they need some deltas.
Yes, they need to get deltas into that. How, I mean, the race C this week was awesome.
Phenomenal.
Race C this week
Love
was
the group
awesome.
twos. Love
Dude,
group 2.
at Spa, group 2s. And boy, did we get a surprise with the group 2s and 24 laps.
Dude, the last
At
time we
Spa.
had that race was March of 2022, right when the game came out.
Wow. Dude,
Was at
they need
Spa
to do more of those, man. Because manufacturers lately has been, you know, like that longer
28
races.
Yep, 28 laps at Road Atlanta.
Oh, so good.
That was a blast if I didn't get damage in both races. Although I did better in my first race than my second race.
Same.
But, yeah.
First race was a lot better. Second race.
Yeah, try to have 40 to 45 minute races.
Yeah, that's like
For
perfect.
nations and Manu.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Well, the next one's going to be 45.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 5 laps.
We should get
we got
into
5
laps.
next week's races.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get into
Not the hard
There's the right music. Let's go. Lay it down, Coach Mike.
Well, after a fairly decent overall races for most people last week, we're going into a very interesting one. We're going to start off at daily race A at the Nürburgring Sprint Course. We're going to be on the racing softs. So that could be an interesting Group 3 race. But I am feeling it's going to be the Group 4 because it's a short course.
Yeah.
But it could be either one. Daily B is going to take us to the Watkins Glen Long Course on race mediums. And this is why I think this will be the Group 3, Group 4 for race A, because long course is usually Group 3. And probably 4 to 5 laps, maybe 6 if they're lucky. And then the strategy spotlight race is going to be the Nürburgring 24-hour course on the racing hard tires at 1x1 for everything, which means to me we are having a rain race.
Ooh.
And it will most likely
Almost
be
guaranteed.
Group 3 again.
Okay, good.
So
That's
we're
going to be
have
good practice.
another Group 3, Group 4, Group 3, Group 4 week again. Yeah, I thought about this as a Group or Daily C at Nürburgring 24-hour rain. It's the 24-hour course. How many people are going to do this race for prep for the weekend and get into the weekend and go off?
Oh, yeah,
Because they forget to turn the corner into the sprint course, because on the endurance layout is the Nordschleife and the sprint course. So after the Mercedes chicane, little corner there, arena, you turn into the back sector of the GP course right away. Well, if your mind is focused on the 24-hour course, you're going to try to go straight through. So be alert there. Yeah. It's really funny though that they're doing quite a lot of Nürburgring this week and weekend.
Right.
We'll have 2 Nürburgring tracks for the weeklies, and then the manufacturers is. So I haven't looked into it, but is there something going on Nürburgring this
I
weekend?
don't think so. I think they're pretty much done, aren't they, for the season?
I don't know.
I do not see anything. No, well, nothing on Pinterest. What the fuck is that all about? Nürburgring.
I go to.
No, I don't see anything happening this week, unless.
Take a look at the Nürburgring event schedule here. Hold on a second.
Doesn't matter. There's nothing major happening at the Nürburgring. There might be something else happening.
Yeah, it could be a race or
What
so,
is that?
but yeah.
The 25th. Oh, it's some regularity tests coming on for Thursday, Friday,
Yeah,
Saturday.
I didn't think so.
RCN Circuit Challenge 3-hour race, and the European Time Attack Masters and Tuning Masters. So yeah, it's nothing serious, just some lap time challenges shit.
I like how they'll do all this, but they wouldn't do that run up to the Petit Le Mans
Right.
until the week
Yeah,
after.
that was
It's
a
so
missed
stupid.
opportunity for them.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was
Anytime that
definitely.
there's a major race happening at one of the courses that we have, we should have a race happening. You know, whether it's Formula One or whether it's WEC or IMSA, or if there's a major race happening, we should be at that track.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Whether it's manufacturers or a weekly race or whatever, we need to be doing it.
Well, exactly, and it's very easy to mimic for the most part. Because we have
I don't
all
mind
the styles of cars. So
yeah, I don't
you might as
mind
well.
if we're using Super Formula at Suzuka when Super Formula is at Suzuka or at Fuji or whatever.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Or just
like we've got so many different cars, we've got so many different tracks. You should be setting stuff up to coincide with the races that are happening.
You got Super Formula races, and Formula One races. You can substitute the Super Formula cars for any of those races, and mimic those. You have Group 3, Group 4. You have Group 1 cars for like any kind of like hybrid IMSA races. You can mimic everything pretty much. You know what I mean?
You know, you could actually mimic by having the actual hybrid cars.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
You know, you could have hypercars.
Mhm.
Oh, wait, you can't until you introduce them. That's
Yep.
right.
We only got one. One of the new ones, right? The Toyota.
Yeah, we've got the Toyota. Oh,
Yeah, we need that Rari.
yeah.
Or that Porsche.
Yeah, we need the Ferrari, we need the
Acura.
Porsche,
Oh, the
we need
Acura.
the...
Oh.
Acura is gone.
The Beamer.
Oh, yeah, they are gone.
Acura
That was
will
it.
not
Yeah.
be... Yep.
Yeah.
We need the Beamer, the Cadillac, the Porsche,
Lambo.
the Lambo. It started getting better, actually, towards the end of the season.
What's going to take the Acura spot, you think? Nothing?
Nothing. Nope. They
one's
although
coming in?
you
I thought Hyundai was coming in with the hypercar.
We've got Hyundai, possibly Red Bull with their car that possibly Red Bull.
Dude, that would be
Aston
fucking
Martin
crazy.
for sure. There's going to be an
the
Aston
Valkyrie,
Martin
huh?
Valkyrie. Yep, is going to
Yeah,
be part of
that's
it
right.
now.
Yep.
So more and more cars manufacturers are trying to get in. Like that's just they have made it competitive finally. You know,
Yeah,
where
it's
people
good.
want to be in it.
And WEC
And it's on both
was good
sides.
this year, man.
WEC was great this year. IMSA was great this year. The entire race season for endurance racing on all levels was amazing.
Mhm.
It
And
it
popularity is growing, I feel like, very quickly
Yeah.
with it.
was. Yeah.
Starting to boom.
And I've said this a few times. The racing in the GT, in non-Formula One has been outstanding.
Mhm.
Formula One has gotten more exciting, but there's
It's an arm and a
still,
leg to go to an event. Where
Yeah,
this
it's-
stuff is affordable.
I mean, let's put it this
Costco,
way.
Fan friendly.
Just to-
Real fan friendly.
just to go to a Formula One event for 3 days, just for those tickets, it's more expensive than going to an IMSA race with.
Oh yeah, that's cheap.
Yeah, well, it's less expensive to go to an IMSA race with full hospitality,
right?
Than Formula One
that's
tickets.
That's the setup. That's the setup.
You know, it's crazy, and I understand it. If the racing was better in Formula One, it's been good this year. But if you put it side by side with what is happening in GT car racing, whether it's IMSA, WEC, ELMS, the Fanatec World GT World Challenge, or Mazdas.
Yeah, the Mazdas.
I mean, that racing is so much better than Formula One. Formula E, when it comes to the actual racing, is better than Formula One.
Well, Coda was putting on that little sale through Costco. 3 days, a concert. It's like $400.
So this is for tickets. This is what I thought. Why don't we just get a room at the Bellagio,
right?
For Vegas?
Yeah,
for
watch
Vegas.
from there.
And watch from the room.
Right. That would be because then you
And
got
by
the TV
that I mean
on.
the TV,
Yep.
and then you can look out the window.
Exactly. That's what I like about that hospitality tent. You can go out, watch the pits, come back in, and see what the fuck is going around the track.
Dude, that's the best thing about going with Andretti Hospitality. Being able to go there and watch the race and walk around the track so you can smell the smells and hear the cars. But then you can go back to the hospitality tent, get yourself a free beverage, maybe a little bit of something to chew on, and then sit down in this cool tent in the shade and watch the race on TV.
Yeah.
Sitting next to Mario Andretti.
Right. Holding his hand.
As he's
telling him it's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay. Just keep on sleeping.
Right.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, that is the ticket, man.
It's the shit. Doing
is.
it that way. That's why I'm like, hey, let's just go to Vegas on that weekend, get a room, and watch it from the room.
Right.
Yeah, I'll bring my drones and I'll get us some live drone footage over the track.
Fuck yeah. Mike's flying, hovering over the cars, fucking beating them. With this fucking
Although
it'd have to be like 2027, 2028, trying to get a room there.
Yeah, trying to get a room there.
Oh,
yeah. You got to be.
You ain't getting it last minute.
2-3 years in advance.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm saying that's an
a good
opportunity
idea.
for us. I
Get
know.
a big old
I know
suite.
it is.
Fuck yeah.
Get us, and we just, then we can have, everything that we want, and we don't have to deal with the stupid crowds.
Yep. Hey, I like that. 'Cause fuck, man, those crowds
so
are a
do I.
little too much. Too much for me.
Wow. And on that note,
Real quick, Sim Racing Expo's going on right now in Germany. I've been trying to find some videos, but a set of Corsa Evo people are getting their first dibs on it.
Oh yeah.
What's it,
Holy shit!
Traction GG has been getting having coverage from there.
Looks like what we have new. We have Corsair with a few new wheels that they're actually putting on offer for the first time.
Wheel.
For the first time, they actually have put the Bentley wheel.
Yep.
They talked about it, 5 years ago, and they put it on the website now. So the Bentley wheel, the BMW GT4 wheel are on the website. Looks like prices.
The new Porsche wheels.
I have not seen that.
I might buy it.
One of my friends, Shane, sent me pictures of the Moza Lamborghini wheel.
What?
Dude, fantastic. I'll find it.
Oh, the one that's like
the
exact replica from the GT car, right?
Yes.
It's like the exact same.
Yep. Oh, it's very good. Oh. Hey, Todd.
And the new,
Todd, what new thing are you talking about?
the new 2025 Porsche 911 GT3
I just watched a video on it.
992.2. They have the touring model.
Yeah, it looks so good.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same,
so
but
good.
looks so good. You got those back seats
does.
now.
And the touring you can.
Yeah.
Digital dash.
I would still get the Wang. I would get the Wang.
I'd go touring.
Got to put a wang on that thing.
I'd put a Wang on that
Wang
thing.
dang. I'd go touring. No rear seats.
Yeah.
6-speed manual.
Oh,
With
roll up cage.
oh yeah.
No
I'd do
roll
the roll.
cage in the touring.
Oh yeah,
I think
yeah.
you can
not
only
the
get it
touring.
in the. Yeah, you can only get it in the
Yeah.
GT3 Y-Stock package.
Yeah, that's what I'd be getting.
Which is also new.
Yeah.
I'd be getting that. I'd be getting that. And then that Ferrari F80 dropped, and the McLaren W1.
Dud.
Man, I
V6,
just,
Piper
dude.
car.
And I was watching more
I-
on that. It's pretty much the same engine as their Le Mans car. They're trying to be like, oh, this is the winning engine of the Le Mans car.
I hate to say it, but it looks like shit.
Where's the
It
V12?
does.
The
Yeah,
front
that's
end,
my
that
Ferrari.
black piece that goes across
Fuck you,
the
Jim.
hood.
Nobody asked you.
Dude, that shit is ugly.
Dude, that
And the
is-
front end
have you
reminds me
looked-
of a big ass 300 ZX.
Have you looked at the rear? The rear looks like a Corvette.
Yeah.
It does. All their cars look like a Vet.
Like, what happened?
Or does
Is
the Vet look
Pininfarina-
like the Ferrari?
Is Pininfarina
Yeah.
no longer doing their coach work for them?
Nope.
Like their
I don't
coach
think
design?
so.
Because it
Because
looks
he's
like
doing
it.
his own shit, isn't he?
Yeah, and it looks like shit.
It does. They need to bring him
Yeah,
back.
it doesn't look very good. For $3.3 million too for that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Get
it's
the
a V.
fuck out.
Yeah, but
I
it's
get
a
in the
V6.
La Ferrari. Not
Well,
this
the
new thing.
McLaren's $2 million. So, and yeah, yeah, it's not that good. The ZR1 clocked in at 233 miles an hour. By the way, 233.
Jesus.
The ZR1.
Yeah, the upgrade package. Yeah.
God
Fast
damn.
as fuck. Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I saw a video on a
Pretty
guy. He's a vet guy, old guy kind of thing. He's been around like buying vets his whole life kind of thing. He goes, I've had every single model of vet basically in my life. And the guy interviewing him is like, well, what's out of all of them, what's their favorite kind of thing? He's like, he goes, the ZR1. And the guy, he was just like, bam, ZR1. He's like, what? Really? Out of all? He goes, I've had them all, the Grands, the this, the that, the Stings, the fucking, he goes, this one by far. He goes, it's fucking out of this world. And this is from a vet lover kind of thing and traditional car guy kind of thing. He was just like, yeah, no. He goes,
ZR1.
It hands down is the greatest fucking car they've ever built.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's
No,
amazing.
it is. It is, and for the price compared
For the
to
price.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
compared to
everything else.
compared to the European cars,
Yeah, fuck
you are
yeah, dude.
you're getting performance at less cost.
Yep.
A
Big
bargain.
time. Big time.
And I understand that it's not a Porsche and it's not a Ferrari, but in the end, does that really matter?
Nope.
Porsche, yes. Ferrari, no.
We got
You
something
know,
that
there's a-
good. Shit.
You know.
Also, real quick, March 2025, the Sim Racing Expo will be coming to the U.S. for the first time in Austin, Texas, during the South by Southwest Festival. So they will be down there in Austin for the very first time. Sim Racing Expo. So if you're a sim racer and you've always wanted to go to this, I've looked into tickets for me to fly down there. With my miles that I have, I could fly to Austin and back for $20 and 45,000 miles.
There you
Not
go.
bad.
Oh.
I got 120,000. I still have some miles left over.
You can document it on your YouTube.
Yep. Go film.
Interesting.
But that would be cool.
See the
That would be cool
500.
just to go
That
check
would be.
everything out under one roof and and see everything. You know, Podium One's going to be there. You know, all the guys are going to be there.
All the big heavy hitters.
Yeah, so it'd be fun just to go
Well,
sit in
yeah.
a different rig and check it
Get
out.
some of that good Texas
Wait.
barbecue.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Get some brisket,
Some of that meat.
ribs. Hell yeah.
All right, I think we're rambling on past our.
I know, right? Well,
Ramble on is right.
yep.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
No offense, guys. We gotta keep it short.
Right, we out of here, everybody. Thanks for listening, and
Have a good week.
see you next week.
See ya.
See you next week. Bye.